Welcome back, everyone, to They Might Be Two-Headed Giants. It's been a little while. It's been
Hmm.
some things happening in the world. We haven't gotten our drafts in quite like we wanted to. But I'm Dennis,
Yeah, I'm Dave.
and I guess the premise of our little excursion into Magic Arena Limited is we play a bunch of Limited, we track our win percentages, and then we see if we will perform better as a pair than a individually. And this is extremely scientific because one draft is statistically significant, right?
Right.
Okay,
Obviously.
so I just to give you an idea of scope too, I'm 67 and 60, 53%. I've had two 7-win runs. I'm platinum.
Yeah, I'm also platinum. I feel like my number of plays is similar,
Mm-hmm.
but I actually didn't look that up.
Put you on the spot with this data, so
I
everyone
know,
knows
right?
how important the data is.
Well, and also what's funny is I now have two different magic tracking softwares installed. So
Wow, that's impressive.
yeah, serious
What's
business, I guess.
Yeah, you're way ahead of me. So you're better at this game than me.
Well, I have more data. I
Okay,
don't
that's
know,
fair.
don't know if that means anything.
Um, Perhaps not. No, but we don't know.
Probably not.
No. Uh, so I guess while you're looking at some data. So my general feeling on the format, um, I keep playing it, but I'm not sure I like it. Um, Maybe I'm starting to kind of see the Matrix a little better. I don't know. I think there's a number of cards that do just seem to like end games very unceremoniously. And so if you're trying to play a complex game of Magic where you're getting incremental advantages and edges and small synergies, and someone drafts like Coma the Serpent Coil,
Hmm.
it just is like awful. And I've played up against, so we know I've played the number of games I've played. I've played like 120 games, all in ranked, 127. I've gone up against Coma like, I don't know, at least 5 or 6 times,
Hmm.
which I don't know if that's statistically on par, but it just feels terrible. It's
Yeah.
one. It's up there with feeling one of the most feelings of inevitable. Even that terrible dinosaur in Zendikar didn't feel quite as bad. The black card that like spots people from while it's in your hand and kills them all when it comes into play. Um,
Oh, from
the
Ixalan.
Yeah, from Ixalan.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
and and there's other cards like that too. The Rakdos Dragon that can be indestructible. Um, 3-mana sweepers. I mean, I have beaten the 3-mana sweeper a couple times.
Mhm.
Um, and so I guess it is a synergy format, but the bombs are so strong that you have to just be able to accept you're going to eat losses where you play well and long
True.
losses. Like you're gonna have a game where you feel like you've turned it and you've done it and you've like played Magic the Gathering, and then they're like Coma, and then you're like, well, I literally can't win.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I haven't gone up against Coma as much as you have. And I find, I mean, there are definitely situations where you lose to bombs, but the format is high powered all around,
Mm-hmm.
even, on the uncommon level. So I've definitely had a fair number of games where even when facing down a non Coma bomb, that I've been able to win. But and the thing is, I haven't played against it as often as you have, but I've definitely just straight up lost to it every time.
Yeah, and I mean, what I will say is, I've had a run of decks that I thought were pretty good that only did okay. Um, but I have a deck. I've been playing a deck now that I think is pretty mediocre, and I'm 4-2 with it. And I'm just
Mhm.
wondering to myself if maybe part of it is I'm starting to do a little better with my drafting edges and my playing edges, and so I'm making it work better. Um, I've also just said, like, I don't know. I guess part of it is just like the way I and you cut our teeth in Magic, which is like kids scraping together coins, and I've always like there's always a part of me that's like, oh, I hate spending money on Arena, but I just decided that like I'm not spending money on anything else. I'm stuck on my house, so I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just, even if this format grinds me down, so I have to do a big gem reload, I'm just gonna do it and see if there is like behind the grind, an upside to my win loss ratio.
Hmm.
Um,
I've actually been treading water enough that, like, the past few sets I have had to do some amount of top off. This one, not as much, although they just announced that there was going to be a big seal tournament on Arena, and so I had to put in some gems for that because sealed is super expensive while I do some of the practicing.
oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. When's that happening?
I don't know,
Oh,
but
don't worry about it.
yeah,
We'll talk about it all fair.
it's sometimes this month, but yeah, it's usually they do the big open events that are standard or historic, and they're doing sealed this time, and which I think best of three is going to be an option, which is definitely
Best of 3 sealed. That's way better because like your sideboard is like fairly relevant in sealed,
and it
but
also
not.
washes some of the bomb and the die roll and that kind of thing out, which is good.
I do think the complexity of format lends to a lot of pre-draft discussion. I think that, and I have to credit limited resources. The snow deck is real, but their strategy is real too, which is you just have to pick up your snow lands on the first 8 picks of the first booster if you're going to do it.
If you want to go all in, yeah. So what's funny
Because
is I find myself in the snow deck reasonably often, but it's definitely not my best performing deck because I think a lot of people are fighting for it now.
yeah, I'm not trying to get it. Like my last deck, for instance, I have a few times where I'm like begrudgingly snow, I would say, where
Mm-hmm.
like I'm finding the pieces and I'm taking up marginal snow cards, and like I'm basically just playing teamer in some incarnation.
Right.
The thing is the snow deck is appealing because there's a lot of common and uncommons that feel like A pluses in that deck when it's going.
Yep.
Um, the indestructible troll, you can play that as a control card and leave 2 snow mana up and basically force them to 2-for-1 themselves, or just never be able to get around it if you untap with a ton of mana up, and that can lock down the ground or can be like a thing like deal with it or die.
Yeah,
Even
it's a finisher, like legit finisher.
3 mana finisher, which
Yeah.
is great. Even the Yeti is not as strong, but that is, hey, mid to late game, if you're just coming in for 3, they got to deal with what is basically a filler card that can kill them. There's the card filtering with the Pilfering Hawk and the Frost Augur. Pilfering Hawk's definitely better. That's the flyer that you can loot with.
Huh. I think well, I mean, it depends on your deck. Frost Auger's a lot harder to build around, but it's a lot more powerful and it's reasonable.
Yes. Frost Augur, if your deck is 100% there, Frost Augur is better. But just like you said, if you're not all in, the Frost Augur is like you're not getting anything on its activations. Like even a really dedicated snow deck is probably 50% of the time drawing a card.
Right.
You're probably not running more than 20 snow cards.
But the Avalanche Caller is the best out of all of them.
Yes, the Avalanche Caller wins games, and that's one way you can compete with these bombs is just by being that way. So that's the reason why sometimes I find myself in snow if I'm not seeing these bombs. I also have that Transcendent Spirit, I think it is, the one that's like the figure of destiny that you spend escalating snow mana to transform. That can be very good too. It also, like, just like the Ferocious Pup, there's some 1-drops and the Clarion Spirit, there's some 1-drops that demand removal. And it feels pretty good to have people cash in their removal on your 1-drops. Like, like you'd love to take the game over with these cards, but if you don't, and they're spending 2 or 3 mana, and you have decent other cards, you can get ahead that way. So I find myself in the snow deck a lot, but I also find myself just like warping myself to bombs a lot. Aggro is real, but like if you control deck needs a curve. You need to do stuff. Like, don't be fooled that you can just like twiddle your thumbs and foretell for 3 turns, right? Foretell is a way to spend mana, but like you can't necessarily surrender the board against those decks. But I have been frustrated with the format, but I think there's a lot going on, and I am willing to like see where it takes me, I guess.
Mm-hmm. One thing I like about the aggro decks is, the arena meta often is just, flood the board with whatever and then, pile up combat tricks. It doesn't matter what set it is. And I don't think that's very good here, but the good aggro decks have a longer game to them, which they're more interesting to play that way and play against. And those are the decks I've had the most success with. The black,
Yeah.
red, and red, green, and red, white that have more grindy cards mixed into the aggressive ones.
So, black red I've done very well with, even though
Me
I
too.
don't know if black's a strong color, but like I just had some really good cards. Like the rares just fell the right way. One rare I even would say that is like very good, and I knew it would be good, but it's like game breakingly good is Bergie God of Storytelling. When you hit
Yeah.
the Horn of Bounty, which is the
Yeah.
five mana artifact version, flip side, where she can you can discard a card to draw two. The fact that that costs nothing is bonkers.
Yeah.
Because you're just basically saying, you know, I'm gonna draw three cards around. Can you beat me? And chances are, no, you can't. There's just a lot of really strong cards, and you just have to be prepared to deal with them. And that's why I like black red, because you've got a lot of answers.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I don't know black is strong, but
what I like about the black red deck is that it has a surprising amount of reach that a lot of people forget about. There's
yes,
random, like the black red land deals damage to the face, the common saga, 3 damage to anything, and so you just need to get within striking range, and then you have these finishers.
I had a misplay against a Rakdos deck where I had Coma in my hand. The one time I drafted Coma and only got him twice out of 7 games. And I opted to get rid of the good Giant Saga that swept the board because it wouldn't have been that good for me right then. But they had that land and they had the Saga that made me discard. So they hit both those at once and I lost them both. And I could have played the Giant thing, which would have been better. So I mean, there's the lands. There's so much stuff going on. I think, I don't know, maybe it can get there for me. Like, I mean, I don't think saying that I have to play through my 120 game hump to like really love it probably isn't a strong recommendation, but saying that I'm still not, even though I'm like having a lot of frustration, saying I'm not convinced it's bad is a fairer thing to say. Like it may be that it's very complicated and I'm a good drafter. I'm a good game planner, but I'm not the best technical player, and I'm probably getting better at that because I get familiar with the cards. So, did you have any other thoughts before we open packs?
No, let's dive in, and then depending on how it goes, we might discuss more.
Yeah, I mean, we only guaranteed 3 games, so.
Sure.
So I picked my avatar as what's his face, Gideon.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I like Gideon, because he's the least popular avatar as far as I can tell. So it's never confusing to me who I am.
Right. Karn does come up pretty frequently, but there are a lot of people who change every set, so I can just stay old.
All right, come on, here we go. Okay, this card's very good. Egon, God of Death. I have not used him yet.
Yeah, I have not either, so that's good.
Demon Bolt, Feed the Serpent. Wow.
Yep, and Fearless Liberator I also enjoy quite a bit.
Arnie Slays the Troll has underperformed for me a little bit, but it seems very good. I think, what does the Throne do? The Throne's really good, too.
Yes, exile creature card from your graveyard, draw a card.
Yeah, so, I mean, either case is good. So, just making them deal with the 6/6 is great, and the other side's great, too. And we'll see. It's a strong pack for black and red. We'll see if some of it lasts till we get there. Glimpse of the Cosmos is really strong if you have the Giants to do it, which blue has shapeshifters, which help. I think that's the strongest card in the pack. I guess Bergstrider if you're going to get the lands, but we don't know if we are that yet. And we could try to stay black, Infernal Pet and Elderfang Disciple, but I don't think I would do that this early.
They're so weak.
Yeah. Those are cards I want to wheel. Struggle for
Scamfar. Struggle is also good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd be down for Glimpse. I mean, black, blue, it's not the best Glimpse deck, but it can get there.
But also it's the uncommon. So like I think we're more likely to see a struggle later than we are a glimpse. And I think was that the Mirror Lake or was that the Black Blue land?
It was the Mirror Lake.
Okay.
Blue green.
All right. So I haven't actually played with Divine Gambit at all. I've never drafted it.
Yeah, I've never played it either because I just don't want to.
Valkyrie's okay, but man, double snow is tough.
Yeah, but I also think the rest of this pack, I mean, there's some of the nuts and bolts green cards are okay.
It's probably, I guess it's better than Drakkar Recruiter. I guess it's Drakkar Recruiter has a better fail case, I guess.
It's true, but you know, it flies. It's a body. It's fine.
Yeah. I think it's fine. And worse, it's a Windrake, right? I mean, that's not terrible. Not really a Windrake, I guess. Okay, so in this pack, Battershield Warrior is good, but it's like totally contrary to our strategy. Like it's not really the way we want to go right now. Kai's Onslaught's a good trick. Bound in Gold is like just solid removal. Skemfar Shadow Mage is fine, but it's not great.
It's not great, but it keeps cutting black. I think it's a fine card, and the 2/5 body is pretty relevant.
Yeah. I mean, do we want to settle into the black lane?
Yeah, it seems. No. Yeah, I mean, I think the other, like Bound in Gold, is the only real.
Bound in Gold is a grade better, but yeah, I think we can settle. We can try to take it easy and not like go like super late before it's committing. Frostfire Arcanist is a giant. So are the Kinseekers. Undersea Invader is terrible, but it is a giant.
It does seem like some decent white cards are coming around.
Yeah. I mean, the the Arcanist can be good if you know you're going to play for it.
Right. Arcanist or Kinseekers would be where I land.
Do you want to do the Arcanist and play like the higher variants?
Sure.
All right, so we're looking for doubles of instant sorceries if we can get them. Augur Raven is great here.
Yep.
If we're lucky, we'll see a Raise the Drakkar, but probably not.
Yeah, not much else.
Or the Grim Drakkar, one of those two. The Trickster God's Heist, is that... I've never used it. Is it bad? It seems bad. Another Usher of the Fallen, wow.
I know.
White is very open. If we had switched the Bound in Gold, we would have had probably black-white, but then we've done double spell. Trickster God's Heist, I don't know. It's too cute, I think, right?
It's high variance, I think, but being able to steal the opponent's best creature.
Yeah, we'll just have to keep in mind that we want like dorks that have ETBs, like the cleric discard and that kind of stuff. Yeah. That's fine. We can try it.
Yeah.
The Harbinger, Duskwielder, and Skull Raider on color for us. Yep. I guess the Harbinger's a body at 2 mana, and the Skull Raid's the best card of the group. So it can also be Foretold at 2 mana. So probably the Raid.
Yeah, I'm down for the Raid. I mean, that is something that you could potentially Frostfire up, Liberator wield. I think Grim Draugr is probably where we want to be at here.
Yeah, I like the cheaper card right now. We do want to get some snow if we can get it. I guess let's take the Bergstrider because none of these other cards are really that great, and if we can hit it, it's great.
Just another giant.
It's another giant. Man, white is... No one wants white. The Mists are fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So, we could take Harbinger or we could take Snow Plains.
I think probably Harbinger. I don't think we would really want Snow Plains. If it was like a black-white land, maybe. That's the Coma's Faithful. Perfectly cromulent card. Yeah, I guess the Harbinger.
I don't mind the Longboat, but...
No, I don't either, but it's not a priority. Ice... Okay, well, this is where if we had wanted to be snow, it would have been excellent.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna get there at this juncture.
I haven't been impressed with Icebreaker Kraken.
Yeah, you have to really be all in. Frost Pirate Arcanist, too much. We're not there yet. I don't want to double up on it. I think it's the Mistwalker or the Swamp.
Yeah, those would be my top two. I would take Mistwalker. I mean,
Yeah.
Egon really wants a bunch of creatures, and we've got some minor giant stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
This card's good.
That card is very good. No one playing white will be happy with it. Raiders. So go ahead.
I was gonna say maybe take Agar on the splash.
Agar's very, very good. Raiders Carve is overperformed for me, but it may wheel. People do not seem to be high on it, and I'm very high on it. So I would say Agar's a perfectly fine speculation. We're just we want to start prioritizing if we see any lands that help us here. High priority on those.
For example,
so Volatile Fjord, I probably would take that. Magda's not going to help us. We don't care about splashing her. The Raise the Drakkar is fine. We play it, but the Fjord solves a lot of problems for us. It's snow. It helps our fixing.
Yep.
I'm in.
Ooh.
Poison the Cup. Now, we're going to take Poison the Cup, but I wanted to hear your explanation.
Yeah, it's just too strong. It's like one of the best removal spells. I mean, if we manage to get two of them, then the Arcanist becomes wild. If this were almost any other uncommon, like something non-bomb, I think the Island was probably the pick.
And the Elder Fang has good synergies with the Trickster God, but the Elder Fang might wheel.
Yep.
So yeah, I totally agree with you, but it is interesting. Shimmer of Drift Veil, I think, is easy there. Wither Crown is playable, but man, I'm not high on it.
Yeah, whenever anyone casts against me, I'm just like, sure.
Shimmer Drift Veil is perfect. That's like almost the best thing common I could have asked for right here, honestly.
Yep.
Snow, 3-color fixing effectively. Jarl the Forsaken has overperformed for me. 2 mana being able to just make a combat a trade is really good. Invasion of the Giants. We are in Giants, but I don't think that one really does that much. It doesn't. It's just whatever.
I think it's fine, but
yeah, it's fine.
It's really good. Like playing it early is best, and like with that splash, it's not gonna happen. But yeah, I'm with you on Jarl. Ooh, there's some juicy ones here.
Yeah, so I guess people are on black. Tigrid Shadow, when it works, it really works. The Angel is so good as well.
Yeah.
And the Elder Fang Disciple, perfectly cromulent card, but not as good as those.
Yeah.
I don't know, honestly. Tigrid Shadow is more upside, I guess, but it's not always an easy play.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Pick one.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be the Reaper.
That's fine. Don't fear the Reaper. This pack is terrible. Annul is unplayable. Raven Form makes me feel bad whenever I cast it, and I feel good whenever someone wastes a spell on it. Like a 1/1 flyer's legit. I guess we take Invasion of the Giants.
I'm down for that. I'm gonna sideboard it to start, but
yes,
like Rack and Wield.
I might just. I don't know that I play the rest of these cards. If for some reason we just get stupid lucky on snow, we're not gonna play it. It's rare.
I don't mind Rune of Flight either, but I think the Kraken's probably the.
It doesn't seem like people are heavy on snow, so we could get lucky. Infernal Pet, I guess I would take it. We're not really going that direction, but if you can do it, it's fine.
Sure.
You can get one counter on it. Raise the Drakkar, it's exactly the sort of card we wanted to wheel.
Yep.
We have some shapeshifters.
Yes, we'll take this Wither Crown and.
Well, it's begrudgingly playable.
Put it over here. Let's see, got 2 snow lanes so far.
None of these are good for us. What's our creature count on shapeshifters and giants?
This is also reasonably playable.
Yes, it's begrudgingly playable. I agree. 3 giants, 4. So we got 4 hits on that. No, thank you. Doomscar is great. Board wipe, but not going to happen on double white for us. This is a card that is good enough that if we played in our pool, I would consider hate drafting, but we don't. Depart the Realm. We don't have a ton of interaction, honestly.
True.
So I think I would take I would just take Depart the Realm. If someone switched to white late, they may be very happy. This also isn't a great pack for us. Village Rites is okay. It doesn't ever wow me. I don't feel great when I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna get out from under you. It'd be better in a best of 3 environment. Maybe a snow-covered mountain.
Snow Mountain is kind of where I was leaning.
Because we are going to need at least one other land probably that for the red, and that'll give us 3 sources. That's probably all we need, and it gives us 3 snows. So that gives us some action.
Raven overhauled the multiverse, I would say.
Yeah, I agree. What's our creature count?
17.
We can afford a draw spell, I think, right?
Yeah, let's do some beholding.
Yeah, I mean both those are very. Oh, why is no one on blue? Okay, so Kazima, God of the Voyage, is very strong. Lets you do a lot of stuff. We're gonna take that.
Yeah, Behold in the Swamp would be great, but
Behold in the Swamp, they both be good. But Kazima is like a, if you can afford to leave it out and draw cards off, it's great. Feed the Serpent. I don't know what anyone's drafting anymore, to be honest.
Nope.
Feed the Serpent, that's great. That's exactly the card that we're missing for this deck. We also don't have any doubles on our instant and sorceries, so I don't know if the Arcanist is going to make the cut or not.
Right.
We'll have to see if we can supplement that. A Glimpse is probably like the most likely thing we would see a double on.
Maybe a second Raise the Draugr, although I don't know if I'd want to play 2.
I don't know that I would either.
So there's Turgid Shadow, but there's also the blue-black Port of Carfell.
We have a ton of playables. The Carfell Kennelmaster, the Grim Drakkar, Dread Rider, Run Ashore, and Turgid Shadow are all defensible picks. However, I think the only one I can be sure is going to make the deck is the Port.
Yep.
Because its opportunity cost is so low. The third Trickster God's Heist in this pool. We'll take the double Depart the Realm. And this is our last fresh pack. Nothing really interesting. I guess we pretend that we have it for the sideboard that we don't use. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Crush the Weak is, if we're splashing red, okay, but Immersed Storm, that's double red, not going to do it. The Pyre we could do if we want another red source, I guess.
Yeah.
It's unlikely to trigger. Village Rites.
Sure.
I feel like we're probably going to cut the Giant.
Yeah, you're probably right.
We can take the Forge Master just to deny him to somebody else, be spiteful.
It's a very good card.
It's very good, but we're just not going to splash white and red for him. Yeah. With our no equipment.
With our no equipment.
Ravenhawk is...
Sure.
Whatever. It's fine. There's some times where if I got that late and I was like heavy in snow, I'd be totally fine. But the Kennelmaster is definitely playable.
Very good. Yep.
The Dread Rider and Run Ashore. Wow. I don't know if we need a finisher, so I guess Run Ashore probably, right?
Yeah. I'm not big on Run Ashore myself, but between the two of them,
I end up when people play Run Ashore against me, it rarely changes the game. It's more of like, I don't want to die this turn, which doesn't feel great. So let's see. Let's worry about our mana a second. The Kraken's not going to cut it.
Yeah, with our 3 snowlands.
Oh, there's 3, yeah. The Arcanist we don't need, I don't think. We only have... If we had seen another Glimpse of the Cosmos, that would have been... If we'd taken the other Glimpse of the Cosmos, that would have been enough, but that's probably not. And now we're really clogged at the 3 and 4 drop spots. Skull Raid is not necessary. We probably don't need 2 Harbingers.
That's true, and might not need 2 Departs without the...
Yeah. How many Giants and Shapeshifters do we have? Does our splash still relevant to us?
Yeah, it might not be. One shapeshifter, two giants.
So, I mean, we might play the volatile fjord anyway.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't like mists either. So let's see. All the stuff we're foretelling.
Skull Raid. Skull Raid may be my 41st card here.
It is funny, like, this format is very much.
Well, also maybe the Infernal Pet. I don't know if we're going to double cast a lot.
Okay, so that brings us to 40.
Did you do the pet or the skull? Oh, you did the pet. Okay.
I did the pets.
Yeah, I think that's probably the way to go. Our mana suddenly looks very good. We're at 9/9. 3 tap lands, which is livable. Well, the Hellstorm Valkyrie is not going to do much other than be a 2/2.
Yeah, that's true.
But is it better? Well, I guess, is anything better than that, I guess, is the question. I mean, would you rather Depart the Realm, Wither Crown, or Mists of Lichara? I mean, flyers can get in there sometimes.
Yeah. Man, I'm almost thinking about the Undersea Invader.
As a finisher?
Yeah.
Well, then that also changes the math on our Agar.
It's true. So, okay, what if we went the giant heavy route?
Took out the Valkyrie.
The Valkyrie.
So what about the Trickster God heist? We really are only going to be doing creatures, right?
Yeah, the other stuff almost never comes up.
And our we don't have like a dumb way to make throwaway creatures. So is Trickster God's heist going to be good or not for us?
It's a very high variance card no matter what. So
yeah, we can get rid of Run Ashore. That's
yeah.
Fine.
So and we don't have damage spells with Agar. It would just be our 4 giants effectively.
They're not going to know. Well, I guess Agar is going to come down not really as a 3-drop typically. I mean, we're probably going to change. I don't know that we're going to run 4 red sources here.
No.
We're going to change that. But we still going to put land back in its place. I mean, is Skull Raid? I mean, we just kind of, do we really need Skull Raid?
Yeah, we might not.
We've got card draw. And card discard is just kind of like whatever. I mean, it's not bad, but like if we had some clerics that were also attacking their hand, but
you're right.
I don't think we need it. Did you put the? Are we back at 17 lands? I don't even know.
Yes.
So we're at 9, 10 blue and 7 black. Is that? Do we want it that way? What's our color breakdown?
Probably swap the island for a swamp.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I agree. Because that'll put us at 9, 8, which I think is fine. 9, 8 with a little splash feels really good.
Mm-hmm.
Invasion of the Giants, probably not going to go in here, even though we giant it up as much as we can.
Right. And probably don't want Craven Hulk in there.
No, I don't think it's worth. They are bona fide splashes when you do it that way, and it's not worth. They're not that good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Harbinger's actually.
Now we have 4 snowlands. No.
3 snowlands.
3 snowlands.
So there's one missing up here. No. Yeah, 3 snowlands. So we have a ton of Foretell, so a second Harbinger actually is fairly reasonable.
Oh, yeah. And how many instant sorceries? 7.
7. Yeah, it's not too bad.
So 7 of those, and then yeah, I don't know what we cut. Drakkar Thought Thief.
Yeah, I'd say Dragger thought these are Grim Draugr. This only does need one snow to be
Problematic for people.
decent, yeah, but still.
It's fine. I think the Thought Thief kind of is like whatever. So yeah, we all right. So we got a deck.
Let's give it a shot. Yeah, the Egon is our first pick. Didn't guide us that much, but it fits into a lot of those themes we were already playing towards.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Some self-mill and whatnot.
Yeah, blue black. I feel like is a tough road to hoe in this format because it's trying to like match up against threats.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you need an exile, and we only have one exile spell.
Right.
So we'll see.
Yeah, we could have picked up that Raven for him if we really wanted to supplement it, but I think our removal suite's better than one of that.
Mm-hmm. Wait, you're diamond. You're not platinum.
Oh, right. I'm diamond.
You lied.
I
This
know.
hand's great.
Yep. So this Shimmerdrift Veil wants to be blue.
I'm trying to think of our doubles that we have. That sounds.
I think just because of Mistwalker.
Yeah. Forest. Yep. And then we'll probably drop the Mistwalker next. Well, maybe not. I mean, if they drop something that, yeah, we'll drop Agar because he can tangle with that thing and draw us a card, I guess.
Yeah.
Unless, I mean, if we want to protect him from removal, I guess we could wait, but.
He's not that critical to our deck, and
No.
if they are going to use some removal, that's not the worst for us.
Mm-hmm.
If he lives, we probably play the 4-mana 2/5.
Well, I don't think we block here. We don't care about the 2 damage, but we probably prefer not to lose our guy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what they could have. I mean,
they could have the 1/1 trick to trade, and then they could get a zombie back. The 1/1 hexproof trick.
Right, or demonic rights.
All right, so that card's problematic if they get the other one. So I guess just a 2/5 body just to slow everyone down is probably what we want. We maybe attack with Agar first, but.
Oh, that's a good point. Oh. You can stay a little more defensive this way.
We're also on our way. If we want to trade, it may make sense because Rage the Drakkar. If we get 2 giants, and we have 2 giants.
Mm-hmm.
I guess next turn, if we hit a 5th land, maybe we just go in with our guys. Or maybe we just double glimpse the Cosmos if they're stalled out because we have two blue sources and 2. Wait, tap both our blue.
Oh well. Thanks, Serena.
Yeah, the Poison the Cup will foretell that. That sucked. I mean, I guess it's okay. It ended up okay, but man, foretell it's the multi-tapper does not work that well with foretell. I've had some problems. I've lost some games to it.
Yeah.
My big fear is that they get the reason why I was thinking aggressively is because they have if they get another source for that troll, it just totally is going to change the way the game is played.
Sure.
There's that. What does the Realm Walker do again?
So named elf so they can cast elves from the top of the library.
Okay, I think we just want to kill the troll right now with Poison the Cup. Right.
Yes, I just have to
navigate the mana.
I would keep the Raven in the bounce spell.
Yeah. I could go either way in the bounce spell. Definitely keep the Raven. But remember, we're going to have Glimpse the Cosmos here probably anyway.
Right, so we could...
unless we want to, well, let's Glimpse the Cosmos so we don't want to lose our giant and not be able to.
That's a good point.
So we take the Raven that we wanted.
Yeah, still the Raven. Actually, foretell the Raven then.
Yeah. Because they don't have any flyers. That's going to put pressure on them.
Yeah, and next year might go Raven plus Mistwalker.
Yes, and then Kennel Master. I mean, we still have a lot of action.
Yep.
Okay, that card's whatever. I mean, it's a problematic body. So do we do Kazima and the Raven? We don't have a way to deal with the Outrider yet. Nothing's going to change that.
Right. So probably just taking 5 here.
I think so. I mean, we can.
They signaled earlier they had some kind of trick, so double blocking.
I mean, I might venture the Frostpire Arcanist against, like if they want to attack with the Death Knell Berserker or the Realm Walker, like I might let the Frostpire eat a trick if that's how it goes, you know.
Right.
But I probably won't. I would probably just take 5 here.
Yep.
And if we get a land, then we would. I forget if we decide on Casima first. We decide first. Yeah, take action.
Take a voyage. Lands.
Yeah. We could trade the Arcanist in. We bind the 1 blue spell, right? So the Arcanist could get us that other version of the spell if we traded him in and then raise the Drakkar next turn. Oh no, we put it on the bottom. Never mind.
We put it on the bottom.
Do we behold the multiverse? We don't really have like a way to deal with this thing yet.
Right. I mean, we could play the Kennel Master.
It's a 4/4. Still not gonna.
Right. It'd have to be like a double. We could just Mistwalker, then Foretell.
That's fine. We can Mistwalker and Foretell. We only have a little bit. We got 2 or 3 more turns. Really, realistically, we can take that attack.
Right. Played an elf from the top of their library.
The elf deck seems pretty bad. I mean, like nothing else but their Grizzled Outrider matters right now. So like, you know, there's other elves are just. I mean, maybe they have something that'll happen. Okay, well we lose those cards.
Behold first, and then we might bring Casima back.
Yeah. We may just need the body. So I guess we could depart the route. Well, we don't have the graveyard play anymore. None of these things change our dilemma. Depart the realm buys us a turn, I guess. Doesn't feel great doing that, but do we bring Kazima back? Probably.
I think we do.
Yeah. Okay, Jarl is what we want. So foretell the Jarl and pass? Because we need to have enough mana left to cast it. And I guess the Frostpire is what we'll trade for the Grizzled. I guess we could also trade the Mistwalker. I mean, the Mistwalker lets us have a win avenue, but the Frostpire matches up better with the board.
Right. And we lost our Raise the Draugr.
Yeah.
So another elf on the top.
Mm-hmm.
Killing it.
Yeah, he's living the dream. Little does he know his Grizzled Outrider may die.
Yep, there's the jam. Nope, maybe not.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know why you'd send the Realm Walker in. Huh. We're at 8. So we can't, I think we want to, if he's going to do a trick, like let him do it. We'll trade the Frostpire. Okay, we're back to that. I guess we're doing the Mistwalker. And we'll do the Jarl at the end of the turn, so if he has any mana or tricks or whatever.
It won't matter, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know there's a lot. If he has some indestructible stuff, or like okay, a lot of stuff going on here.
Going real wide.
Mm-hmm.
This is the most value I've seen a Realm Walker get.
Yeah, for sure. What's his library at relative to ours?
21 to 20.
So I mean, he's gotten value, but it's not appreciably better than just having normal cards that are not like elves by themselves are pretty bad. Like I don't think there's a lot of elves that you're worried about when they hit the board.
Don't believe we can afford to.
Yeah, we need his body. I guess we hold that in case we do get a chance to put him on a voyage, right?
Yeah, it's true.
And then we depart the realm, foretell. And we pass.
Hold the line.
This far, no further. Now, he may have tricks, but his attacks do seem to suck.
Yeah. Well, and...
I mean, if he's got a mammoth thingy or whatever... Okay.
I'm going to go wide here. Oh, really?
We want to kill the Realm Walker, given the chance. I would do the Kazmina on the Realm Walker.
That.
And would we rather have the Karfell kill one of the tokens and take an extra damage? I think we would rather eat a token, don't we? Instead of because the Karfell is just going to bounce. Yeah. Because then if he could push through, if he has the +4/+4 trick, he could push through 3 to 7, so it wouldn't kill us. I'm expecting he has a trick, aren't you? Okay, so he saves his Realm Walker instead of, I mean, that's not a great use of a card.
Yeah.
He pushed through. Yeah, he pushed through 4 damage for not a lot of result. Well, this is good for us.
Good draw, yeah.
It's going to give us some cushion. It's relevant. Definitely can't attack. I guess our plan is to just bounce the bear after he attacks.
Seems likely.
It's not, I mean, it's like a fucking bullshit play, but, well, maybe we don't have to, I guess. The Faithful could just chump it, too. Because that's like an 8-point like life swing if we chump it that way. But, let's see. He's got 7 attackers. 3 have got to get through. So if I think we probably do bounce it because we just want to take as much advantage as we can of our blocks right now. So yeah, I'd trade there. I would.
Do something like this.
We could try to double block and get rid of the Realm Walker if we have, like, we could do the Realm Walker and the Carful against Kazmina. The Carful and the Kazmina against the Realm Walker, and then we'd be taking 3 plus 3 life back. And we have to bounce the bear, of course.
Right.
But getting rid of his velocity on the Realm Walker seems like the only way we're going to get ahead. Gonna bounce the bear and then.
Those are God of the Dead.
That's unfortunate. That would have been a way to catch up. But I mean, if we get our removal, this game is in management. I don't think we can get rid of him. That's not a way to do it. Okay. I think if he attacks with the bear, we just double block it. If he swings out, I guess maybe we have to reconsider. But if he just attacks with the bear, we double block.
Mm-hmm. Still, I mean, would not be surprised if
he has a trick or something.
Bunch of action here.
But I mean, I do think we were right to get rid of his digging elf. I mean, we weren't going to be able to catch up.
So yeah. It's 1 mana over. I actually do this.
He could give it +4/+4.
No, he just foretold that this card this round.
So he doesn't have anything. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we didn't really get any help there. I wouldn't even play it.
Oh.
I want to pretend we have stuff because we don't die this turn on an attack.
Right.
But we do need a card eventually. This doesn't seem promising for us. Oh, I didn't know the Outrider was an elf. Okay.
Yep. It's not even a bear.
I guess I would kill one of the tokens, yeah. I mean, I don't know that there's a card that can win us the game at this point.
Probably not.
Let's see. Well, that's what we wanted eventually at one point. What does the rest of Feed the Serpent do? On each elf you control? Okay, yeah.
We're just dead.
Yeah. Yeah. Even last turn, before the bear died, that would have maybe done it.
Yeah. Yeah, not sure what to say about that one. I mean,
I don't think that deck is very good, but like I said, we're like playing a deck that's like trying to match up threats with removal, and that can be a tough strategy here. So we keep that, and we'll do the Shimmer Drift red. And then we'll foretell the Poison the Cup.
Yep.
If he doesn't play anything, Poison the Cup into... I guess we could do the Harbinger, but...
Yeah, it would let us maybe double spell. Probably doesn't matter.
Yeah, but if he's not going to play a creature yet, putting the Faithful down, if we can swing in... Oh, this versus Mythic. Okay. They're number 348 Mythic, so expect good things.
I don't know what that range is. Doesn't always mean anything. In my experience.
They play a lot.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll just swing with the Faithful because we're really happy with that trade.
Yep. That's interesting.
All right. So what are our two options with him? We have to exile 2 around.
Yeah, for 3 mana 6/6 or exile creature cards to draw cards.
I mean, we could play We probably want to play the Harbinger. What do you think?
Yeah, it seems early to have to
Yeah, probably want to
make
play the
that decision.
Harbinger, and we could just depart the realm. We could just foretell that.
Yeah.
Because, like, I guess his creature mode side is better later. His other side is also better later. That card is very good. It would have been nice to have our Poison the Cup up, I guess.
Like we could bounce a token and then
They can't crew it.
yeah.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. That's. I mean, that card is so much value. You're getting 4/4 bodies plus a 4/4 vehicle that makes more things. This is very, very good.
They're gonna crew response. Nope. So I think at this point we should play the throne because we've got 3 creatures in the graveyard already, and we're low on cards. They have tons of resources.
Yeah, I agree.
You
And they
can
have
play
no
a
counter
larger
spells.
game.
Yeah, I agree. And we have the mana up to do it, right?
Yeah.
Well, if we don't poison the cup, we can.
Right.
So if they hit a creature that can crew the thing, so do they have 3 snow? They have plenty of snow. Yeah. So this game's probably over.
Huh.
And now they can just crew the chariot.
I think we kill it now.
We kill it now before it attacks.
So we're going to mill.
We're going to scry away this. So we want to put the swamp on top, right?
Yeah.
So I guess we just play the Carful. Or we want to draw a card first. Okay.
I think we
really can't afford to trade. We have to just hope to dig for our exile spell.
Probably play this.
Yeah. It's a black mana to do that?
It's 3 mana.
Yeah. I mean, Nafri is so good in this deck of his. Unless we exile in the next 2 turns. Seems hard to win. Mm-hmm.
Get some amount of tempo here.
Buy a turn. I mean, in theory, we can dig for this. If we even if yeah. It's like our throne's like out of sync. We keep milling live cards and drawing lands. I guess we foretell it. I mean, he's got a 1,000,000 card hand. It's not gonna go well.
This is also the depressing, like, well, exactly 3 snow and
3
5
snow, 3 snow, 5 colors on 5 drops. You got 7 cards. Like, what are you trying to do? Mm-hmm.
Okay. Meanwhile, we have 8 lands.
Mm-hmm. As we do. Interesting. I don't value that card very highly.
Me neither. Should I play the Jarl or keep it?
Keep it so we can force like a turn to like bring back the stupid king. We don't. Do we have that in the graveyard? We do. Oh, we have both of them though.
We have both of them.
I guess we play him because he bounces. Yeah, the king can't get through then, and then we can use the Jarl to finish him off.
I decline.
Good move. Can we play the Jarl and use the throne with the Harbinger? Or is it only when you foretell, or is it cards out of foretell?
It's so fiddly. It's only when you.
Yeah.
Guess we play it now.
Wait, that's not in our hand.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Crap. Forgot about that.
Okay. Well, I don't think we were going to win, but now we're definitely not going to win. I don't know. I guess we could have like forced him to spend some mana on Nafri, but I don't think it. I don't know if it would have drastically changed anything.
And they're going to exile the throne.
Mm-hmm. It would have been nice, but I mean, we're not going to draw anything anyway, so.
Just shit that went away.
All right, so 4-game heater. We got to go 4 and 3 to show that two heads are better than one. Otherwise, we feel bad about ourselves and we dishonor our clans and family.
What if I've already done all those things?
Well, you can always further dishonor them.
It's true. There's no bottom to the dishonor.
Man, some brutal games. I don't think this deck is an 0-3 deck, but I don't think it's a 5-win plus deck either.
Right. Well,
we just didn't hit the synergies.
Yeah, and again, like they just sat onto the perfect 5 lands, and we were still drawing lands and selling the stuff we needed and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they had a bona fide top 5 card in the set. You know that we had to spend a lot of resources to neutralize that thing. We spent 2 cards to do it.
Right.
Here we go, 3 lands, exactly what we wanted.
Yep.
I guess we'll foretell the Raven. Foretell the Raven and then play Cosmina.
Sounds good to me.
Cosma, sorry. Idiot.
I don't know how it's pronounced.
All right, so play Kazuma, and then we will send it on a voyage, and then probably play the Raven and foretell the Reaper.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Hopefully, I mean, this is sort of game where if we do foretell her, or him or they, then we can potentially like really win a game of attrition, you know, because like we have action, we have likely to draw lands, then it gives us more cards, blah blah blah. Take a voyage.
I always have to read these prompts carefully.
Oh my gosh, when they ask you to sacrifice off of Wither Crown, I'm like never sure what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Yes, take a voyage.
Frostbite.
3 lands. Yep, 3 snow covers right away. So be it.
Colors.
Oh, our bear. We love our bear. Can't believe this thing is our finisher that's going to get us. We only have 1 snow covered land, so the Drakkar can't tangle with it. Oh, the Reaper can. It's a death touch.
Right.
Ugh.
Keep that exiled.
Play the Reaper and play the Drakkar, right? Or do we play the Faithful? So we did foretell the Depart the Realm. That's fine.
Which you tried to screw me on mana here.
As one does.
Depart the Realm is good, though.
Yeah, if he tries a fight spell right here, for instance, it could feel good to make him whiff with it. He's got a lot of foretold cards.
I block. I almost want to bounce it now anyway.
I think that's fine here. I mean, we have an advantage with, remember, we have 2 or 3 cards coming on our voyage.
Yep.
So like, and if we get our giant, we just don't want to play both of them. Let's really get value for it. Nah.
Yeah, that was not the card I was expecting there.
Yeah, we can glimpse the cosmos here. Do we want the Undersea Invader? We're not able to cast it yet.
Yeah, it does block the bear next. Right, well, it's like in 2 turns. No, let's just take the Jarl.
Take the Jarl and play the Drakkar, or the Faithful. I guess play the Faithful.
Yep.
Because we could always swing in with the Faithful too. Getting like a 6-point life swing seems good.
Mm-hmm.
But if he plays the bear, then we just keep it back, and play the Drakkar probably, and hope he attacks. Yeah. So yeah, we want the voyage.
Do we stay on the voyage, or do we bring it back?
I think we get greedy. We're not in bad state, and 3 counters makes him a 5/7, which is really where we wanted to be. And so I think we play the Drakkar and hold, right?
So there.
Oh, we don't have the mana to do both, I guess.
Right.
So I guess that's all. We could foretell to depart the realms as well, and then pass.
Yeah, well, that doesn't save us mana though, and if we want to do,
it wouldn't let us do both. It doesn't save us mana, but it doesn't save us mana this turn. But I guess it saved mana down the line. And he's going to attack with the bear, I would think.
Block.
We'll see what he casts. But I'm not sure.
Oh, there goes Feed the Serpents.
Nice.
So very good.
That card is very good. It's a 3 mana win con, so just like the other troll.
Yep.
Now here's where we probably want to bring back Cosmina if we get the chance.
Decline. Grimdraugr and Hagar.
Yeah, I think we just want to try to punish him before he gets up to 8 mana and starts casting a free spell around. Well, not a free spell, but yeah, we want to do that. That's a good call. Oh yeah, that's what we want. Show me some of that.
There's the ticket.
Yeah, it feels like we're gonna have a big attack next round.
Yep.
Want it.
7 mana.
7 mana doesn't have mana to do it, but locking that down becomes more important because if he drops another land, he can suddenly do his thing.
Start there.
Keep the man up for Depart the Realm in case there's some chicanery. And then we'll swing in for 14.
Yep. Drop some analysts. Yep.
Do we want to pump the Drakkar?
We can't. We don't have snow.
Oh, we can't. Never mind. Yeah. I don't know if we cast the Mistwalker. Like it's a double spell to kill this thing. Interesting.
I think we save it then.
Yeah.
Bounce it back to the hand.
Yeah. for sure. And we're still hitting him for 9. We've got, as it stands now, we've got him, unless he plays something to stop the attacker. I mean, I guess I don't know if I would have played the land because we may have wanted Kuzmina to get more counters. But
yeah, it's true. Although I feel like this hand is mana hungry, and we have another land already.
yeah, it's true.
This game might not, unless there's like a sweeper or something. Probably this game won't go long enough.
He's got to have a kill spell or some sort of action, because we can put the Dragar to menace, and then swing out.
Yep.
And if he can trade, if he doesn't have the mana to pump it very much. So
No,
he could bump. I mean, okay.
Take 10.
Now his guy will untap. Do we want to play Kuzmina and play land? Or wait, he won't be. Well, yeah, whenever. Yeah, we want to. Or do we even want to stay because we have another body to try to kill him?
Yeah, I think just.
Yeah. I mean, casting one spell off Savella is not going to do it unless he's digging for one thing in particular. I mean,
right, if there's a wrath, but at least we miss more than hands.
Yeah, I mean, if he has a wrath, that would be what he wants. I don't know how many cards he has left in his deck.
20 cards left, looking at 4.
So he's 20% chance to find what he wants.
I admire the spirits, but hopefully that's going to do it.
I don't see any way he wins at this point.
Yep.
All right. No offer.
We got one.
Win one for the good guys. Ooh, a scythe. Yes.
I like that those rewards can still give me things I definitely have 4 of.
It's fairly silly.
What is funny about playing all this limited, I'm sure you run into it as well, is like the constructed players are constantly complaining about not having enough wild cards and
like so many.
Yeah. If I could give them to you, I would. It seems good.
We'll do black, I guess. Black, play the port last. So we can foretell the Vengeful Reaper.
Yep.
We haven't really done anything with the port yet. Well, we'll
have decisions.
We'll still probably do the same play, I think. Because we don't. I mean, do we want to do Coma's Faithful instead to try to get in for 3 free damage?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
The fact that this has haste makes it so that it's,
Right.
Fit in wherever.
Raider's Carve is very good.
Just doing that because.
Yeah, we can play the Mistwalker and then a tap land. Because then Bergstrider can come out next and just he might get a free land off the Carve, but he's gonna have no action. So he will be able. What? Elves? Yeah, he will. Yeah, he will be able to crew the Carve.
Yeah.
But we're just gonna lock down his guy. Right. I still think, even though will be tapped, I still think it's worth it to do that, don't you?
Yeah.
No blocks.
Didn't even get value.
Yeah, the Carve is my ship. We will need to get something other than a land at some point to probably close this out.
Probably.
That's my thought so far. I mean, hitting in for 6 lifelink feels good.
Huh.
Yeah, I guess do that.
I didn't realize it could tap an artifact.
Yeah. Do that, because then it can't tangle with the Strider if he plays the Mentor. Now the token will feel bad block the Faithful, I guess. Wow,
Oh,
he's huh.
yeah.
I think that was a bad move.
I think, yeah, I agree it was a bad move, but I also am not surprised.
I don't think NPC is good. You got a suspicious face, boy. So do we go in with everything? I mean, if he 1-for-1s the Faithful with the token, then our Strider gets in unimpeded. We want to drop the land perhaps so we can pump our Mistwalker more.
Well, so what we might want to do, the reason I didn't,
is play the port.
Is we play the ports. Like if they block the Coma's Faithful here, then might mill something that we end up wanting to bring back.
That's true. I mean, his life total is very low. I mean, we're definitely going to play the port because we don't need the mana, probably. Well, yeah, play the port.
Yeah.
And do we have the mana to do that next turn if we want to?
Yes, once we play this land.
And that would then put in the battlefield tapped. We don't have a lot of cards that, I mean... Okay, Rune of Might. Cool story, bro.
I was going to say, we also have Lethal in the Air without doing that, so...
Okay. 2
Heater
wins.
time.
7-win heater coming up. Have we exiled a single creature with Feed the Serpent?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
We've gotten Poison the Cup a few times, though.
That's true. Which, unless it needs to be exiled, is probably a better card.
Right. Well, when we go up against Coma in this game, because it seems inevitable with you, then...
Yeah, that's true. King Cold. Yeah, I guess we keep it.
Oh,
Right?
I think we have to play this on black, unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree. Play it on black. We could play. If we don't hit a land, we could play the vehicle side of Cosmo. We might want to.
Oh, sorry.
So if we foretell the Yarrow, well, if we had done the Yarrow, it could have crewed the ship, I guess, is what I was thinking. But we got our land, so turns out Dave's right.
I mean,
what do you expect? Do we let it go? Well, we'll see what they play. I think we'll let it go away if they're not going to try to bum rush us, right?
Yeah, it seems extremely, unlikely to.
Yeah. Dave knew this was going to be fine.
No problem.
So I guess we bring out the Reaper and swing.
And foretell the Euro.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been nice to be able to have Agar to cast, but alas.
Yeah, if I could really predict the future, then
yeah, you would have just been like, nope, we're going to YOLO this.
It's going to be on red and everything will be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Shield me leaving a black open. Maybe that's
So if we depart the
gonna
realm,
be
early, then remember the Arcanist can get the other one. Not right this second necessarily, but
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes.
we don't really have anything we want to cast right now, though, either.
All right, so let's just go for Tell. Missing a land there is kind of unfortunate.
Yes. Yes, it is. The 2/5 would have clogged out the ground quite nicely.
Go.
That's game, yeah? Oh,
Probably.
does Jarl the Forsaken kill the creature?
For creature or planeswalker.
Yeah. So that's the card we bounce to depart the realm, right? Or do we wait to try to clear out blockers? I don't know.
Yeah, what's the sequence here?
Like we want to get our Jarl. We want another creature to hit that card so Jarl can kill it. I guess that's like all we got. So I guess we still got to bounce something though. Well, we're not getting. We're not gonna get. Well, that'll make it for the wizard. It'll make the Arcanist one cheaper next turn.
Right. Well, if we just exile it, that seems unlikely.
You think they're going to exile a 2-mana card? I doubt it.
Yeah, probably not.
They're going to make their shield mate inexorable. If they attack with both, I guess that's our best hope. Because then we can have the Harbinger just go in and the Jarl can finish it.
Yeah, there's no way.
No, but they didn't do it. Well, if we hit a land, we can get the Arcanist and bounce the card. But I guess we just cast the Raven. Can't Kaya just -6 now and then just recast yourself over and over again?
It's
-7. What do we do though? Do we do the Arcanist to get the bounce spell? Maybe that's what we do, yeah. Because just in case we draw it. Not hitting these lands is bad on so many levels.
Yep.
With Cosima in exile waiting to find lands. Her voyage is being wildly unsuccessful.
And like 2 almost blanks. Yeah, that's what I thought that was.
I haven't seen Kaya in a draft.
So I've faced her a few times. I've had her. Oh Jesus! All right.
All right. Yeah, this is exactly how we don't want this to go. I don't know that we have much an avenue to win.
Nope. And this thing will mean that the game lasts a very long time. We didn't even hit a land.
We could swing and hope they just take it because it's not going to kill her. I think that's like the only play we've got, right? I mean, we could bounce one of the blockers ahead of time, I guess.
Right. We could have bounced.
Okay, are they gonna let one through?
No.
No.
I mean, I could bounce the
Courser just to kill the token. I guess. I mean, now she can exile herself and recast infinitely, right?
Yes, I believe that's true.
And then she's gonna elixir and draw a million cards.
Yeah, this.
I don't think if we could script every single card, I don't think we could win.
Yeah. I think you were correct. Yeah, and then.
Because she can cast herself. It's the start of her turn. I mean, she's a very cool design. Okay, now she's going to draw 2 cards. Okay. Well,
if we had hit a land there, I maybe would have thought about it, but that just wasn't going to happen. So yeah, that's
no.
one of those bombs.
Yeah, that's one of those bombs. We didn't really. The game just totally ended at that point. I mean, our deck really didn't do the thing that this format wants you to do. So I don't think it was representative in that way. But um, having backbreaking bombs, and then when you're trying to play fair Magic, where you're trying to match up threat for threat, and you feel like it's not working, I feel like that is a fair representation. I don't feel like blue black. I mean, and we had 2 gods. Like, I guess we shouldn't
Right.
minimize that, but like, it just didn't feel like that deck was ever going to get there.
Yeah.
You know,
just didn't have enough that was working together.
it's a high synergy format. I guess it is. I guess that's it's a high synergy big bomb format, and so you can make up for your bombs with synergy, but those decks don't always come together.
Right.
You know,
And if you can't, we also weren't just beating down. So
no, you can't take advantage of a stumble.
Yep.
Right, we doubled down on drawing lands that game, and that did not work out the way we wanted it to.
Not so much.
But I mean, I'm gonna probably stick with it a little while. Like I said, I think I've crossed the Rubicon where I still am not doing as well as I want, but I feel like there's a reasonable amount of stuff to learn and explore. I'm just
Yeah,
reading
that's the
this.
thing.
Yeah.
Like for me, I play it like I checked and I'm at like 150 games so far, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
And I still feel like I'm finding new things, which is causing me to go back and still want to draft it. Even like I definitely have my complaints about this set, but it's still compelling enough for me to keep doing.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll hopefully get a chance to play again next week and see where our opinions have gone. I would have loved to have gotten a snow deck or something that kind of shows off the format better. We played like a grindy blue-black control that didn't have enough gas to grind is kind of how it shook out. But that's, I mean, white was open, but we saw cards. I don't think that people, I think they just didn't come together.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
All right, so 2 heads are not better than 1 tonight. We had a real heater at the start of the podcast. I think it's only the second time where 2 heads aren't better than 1. We've gone 7 wins and 6 wins most of the time.
Sure.
So, I guess you get your variant sometimes. So there we go.
Yep.
Do we have a clever name for this episode yet?
No, I guess we'll have to figure that out.
We'll have to figure that out. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm Dennis.
I'm Dave.
And we might be 2-headed giants.